Howdy, awesome teachers! How's everything? Welcome back to another episode of Teaching Online with AJ. With schools utilizing virtual classroom meetings, web chats, and other distance learning tools, it can be difficult to get students to engage or participate in class. Students are often distracted or struggling to figure out what is going on in the meeting, and they do not focus on their teacher's instructions. Also, it can be challenging to find suitable activities that grab students' attentions instantly.
Therefore, we need something to help break the ice and capture their attention at least for a bit. To make their new virtual classroom less intimidating, students can participate in fun warm-up activities, which we're going to discuss today. A good warmer can put students into English mode, making them attentive, interested, and ready to participate. A warmer can also serve to review a previous lesson or prime the class for a new topic. If we get the warm-up right, the rest of the class will take care of itself.
There's tons of online resources for warm-up activities, some of which you can use for online teaching. Especially for today, we're going to look into two possible warm-up activities: guessing game and picture prompt.
First, guessing game. It's a simple and easy warm-up game for your ESL classes that works equally well for children, teens, and adults. However, it is required that students have a basic knowledge of simple grammar and vocabulary. Now, let's check out how to do guessing game. First, make up a handout with pictures of objects. It can be famous people, animals, clothing, food, etc. Then, choose one and use it as your example. Share your computer screen to your students. Then give some hints about the object or the person. For instance, here we have pictures of famous people, and we'll take one as the example. He's an American singer, has done plastic surgeries. Who is he? By this time, the students will have guessed it's Michael Jackson. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Turn it over to students, and they will take turn describing the people or objects to each other.
This is a great way to reinforce students' understanding of the lesson's vocabularies and a fun review activity.
Teaching tips for guessing game. It's always best to do an example for just about anything. I find that I don't even really have to give instructions if I do an example first. Then try to get your students to speak in full sentences, unless they're extremely low-level students. It doesn't really help them to say singer, dancer, famous, USA, or etc. And then remind the students that it's not competitive, so don't make it about a time goal or points or anything like that. Then with young learners, you can use cartoon images or characters from movies. They're gonna love it.
Next, picture prompt. This is a very simple warm-up for ESL that can be used with kids, teens, or adults. This is how it works. First, in advance, prepare an image, either PowerPoint or a picture, and share your screen. Depending on the level of the students, elicit descriptive sentences about the image. Encourage them to make their own questions to ask a partner. Beginners can simply list the things they see in the picture: dog, man, tree, house, etc. You can ask questions like, what do you see? Where are they? How many people are there? What are they doing? What colors are the tents? Intermediate students could do also a similar thing, but with questions which challenge their thinking. You could ask questions such as, what's happening in the picture? Or, how do you think they feel? Why do you think so? Why is the boy touching his head? Advanced students could make up a story based on what they see happening. Encourage them to create a narrative to explain the picture. Our role in this activity is quite limited, other than supplying some extra vocabularies and occasionally keeping order. This activity is more fun when students do it in pairs or groups. You can use unusual images to stimulate their creative and critical thinking. You can also use a series of images, so students can build a sequence of narratives.
So awesome, teachers! What are your thoughts about this guessing game and picture prompt? Have you tried them out? Or do you have another go-to warmer? Leave us a comment and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. And that's all for today. Please give your thumbs up if you like this video and share it to your network. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Catch you again next week. Bye!